Welcome back to Oncekrishnasaid. Sun in 12 houses as per Bhrigu Sutra series. So this is going to be Sun in 5th house. So going back to the video, Sun in fact 5th house, Maharishi Bhrigu says, Nirdhana, which means person will be having no money, or it can be also meaning that loss of money or poverty as well. Suladehi will be little bulkier side of the body. Saptame Varshe Pitra Rishthavan. At the age of 17, he will have his father will have some problems. So what problems he has not mentioned it can be either financial distress, legal problems, or it can be health problems as well. Medhavi Alpaputraha Buddhiman. So person will be very intelligent. Uh, Alpaputra means less children, and he will be very smart or buddhiman here in this case. Bhava dipe balayute putra siddhi. If lord of a particular house where sun is situated, that is fifth lord should be strong, then person will have children. Rahu Ketu Yute Sarpashapat Sutakshaya. So if this sun is conjunct with Rahu or Ketu, that will lead to loss of children. Like in this case, if it should be with Rahu or it or if it is with Ketu, that could lead with Sarpashapa, Sarpadosha, which could lead to the loss of children. So another thing which Maharshi Bhrigu says is Kujayute Shatruyute Mulat. So if Surya is conjunct with Mars or aspected by Mars in some way or the other, like this, in this case Mars is having the fourth aspect, then the person would lose their children. Another thing which he says, Shubhayute Drushte na doshaha. So in this case, if Brihaspati is the aspecting or conjunct with the sun, so there would be no doshas. The doshas will be reduced. Another thing he says, Surya Sharabhadishu Bhaktaha Balayute Putra Samriddhi. So, Surya Sharabhadishu Bhakta, Surya means Gayatri Upasana. Sharabha means there is a particular form of Shiva which is called as Sharabheshwara. He would worship that particular form of the deity, or if you can expand it, it can in different particular rashis it will be different deities. So we will cover it in another lecture in some day with regards to each particular deity. When sun is in each rashi, what deities it represents. So this is what Maharishi Bhrigu says. So um, where this particular the bad effects which is mentioned for sun in fifth house is applicable only if sun is in the enemy sign. Like for example, if sun is here in the fifth house for uh, mercury mercury based lagnas, that is Kanya lagna and Mithuna Lagna. So the result of Sun in fifth house would be little difficult. The evil results which are mentioned there can be easily applicable in general, as Sun in fifth house in this case will not give good results for Kanya Lagna people. For Tula Lagna people, also Sun in fifth house will not give much of a good results. Um, for Mithuna Lagna people, Sun in fifth house will not give good results as Sun gets Nicha or debilitation. Um, Another thing is but for people who are in Dhanur Lagna, Sun is in the fifth house. So here Sun gets exalted. So you will always expect some good results coming out of this particular thing. So I had seen one horoscope where this combination was present. This person was a CA, although in that particular horoscope, Sun was conjunct with Mercury here in exaltation in a fair degree. So that give rise to person studying chartered accountancy. Another thing is Sun in fifth house in this case for for Makar Lagna is also not really good because it will give difficult results as Sun gets in an enemy position. However, if temporary posited as a benefit, temporary friendship is there between fifth lord and Sun, the evil effects can be little bit reduced. So this is the horoscope of Indira Gandhi. If you can see here, there is it is a Karka Lagna horoscope with Saturn in Lagna, Mars in second house, Sun and Mercury in fifth house, Venus and Rahu in sixth house, Moon in seventh house, aspected by Saturn, and Jupiter in 11th house, and 12th house contains Ketu. So, as per the dictum of Maharishi Bhrigu, Sun should be in the fifth house in an enemy sign that would lead to loss of children. But however, in this case, she had children. Why? Because fifth lord is strongly posited, who happens to be Mars, and Sun happens to be in the fifth house here. It is in its friendly sign, and Mars is aspecting this particular house. Moreover, Jupiter is also influencing the fifth house, so that gave her granted her children. However, one might ask, there was a Mars aspect, as Mars is aspecting fifth house, it still gave its results. So, as Maharishi Bhrigu says, Kujayute Shatruyute Mulat. So, if Mars is aspecting fifth house with where the Sun is posited, that would lead to loss of children by dangerous enemies. So in this case, you know the fate of Rajiv Gandhi, you know the fate of Sanjay Gandhi. So that happened because of Mars aspect on Sun in fifth house. More so, here in this case, Mercury is also involved as 12th lord in fifth house. So that shows loss of children in this case. And although one might ask, Jupiter is aspecting this particular combination, why it didn't help? The very reason it did not help is as it is sixth lord for Karka Lagna. So sixth lord of accidents and sixth lord of murders can be seen since Jupiter is influencing the fifth house. Um, so usually this particular combination is very different, as since even though Jupiter is aspecting this combination, it did not help. The very reason because Indira Gandhi is supposed to had a curse from a saint that resulted in loss of her children and led her tragic death as well for herself. So if you have any doubts, please do reach out to me in the comment section. I would be glad to help. Hare Krishna.